Some traditions are maintained no matter how far you are from home. But retiring to Australia puts these pensioners out of step with those in Britain. The day they set foot here, their pensions are frozen, never to be increased. The expat lifestyle isn't so attractive if you feel you've been cheated out of your national insurance contributions.
I paid for my pension. I voluntarily paid for my pension, and now they've denied it to me. And if those people came out here, they wouldn't like to be treated like we're treated.
The climate is one reason to move, but many do so to be close to their children and grandchildren. Their pensions would keep pace with inflation if they lived in the European Union or one of the many countries which have reciprocal deals with Britain, including America, Israel, Jamaica and even Mauritius.
We should have the same as everywhere else. Why should there be a discrimination between some and not others?
For 20 years, Irene Cockcroft was paid less than £18 a week. The only reason it went up slightly was when her husband died recently and she moved to a widow's pension.
Why discriminate against us in Australia, New Zealand, Canada and South Africa? What is the reason, other than what they said, that they couldn't afford it?
The government says it would cost an extra £500 million a year to do so. On the other hand, living on the other side of the world means they're no longer a burden on the British taxpayer. If all the pensioners return to the UK, it could cost the National Health Service an extra £3 billion a year. And the shrinking pensions will force some to do that.
Well, how are you?
Muriel Jones moved to Australia when she retired so she could be with her family. The plummeting value of sterling adds to the financial pressure.
Inevitably, I'm going to have to go back to the UK. I have no choice in that. And it's just a matter of how long I can stay here. I'll try and hang on as long as I can because of my little granddaughter.
The long battle for justice has now moved to the European Court of Human Rights. Even if the pensioners win, they expect the British government will continue to shortchange them.
They will do their damnedest to take as long as they can to save having to spend this money. And we're preparing for that.
The pensioners have joined together to pay for the lawyers to argue their case. Even on a reduced income, they feel it's an investment in their future. Ian Woods, Sky News, Sydney.